All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to tonight's scare stream. So yes, initially I said I was gonna do that over hour-long video, the 25 scariest ghost videos of all time. But when I clicked on the video, it said that it was a re-upload. So I just wanted to, so I skimmed along the video a little bit just to make sure that it wasn't one that I already reacted to. And unfortunately, it is. So I'm not going to do that one again tonight since I've already reacted to them. So we're going to move along to the next series of videos I got 3 or 4 more tonight, depending on how far I want to take this. But if I do 4, let's see, we got 2 from King Frostmare, 1 from Top 15s, and 1 from Nuke's Top 5. And the 2 from King Frostmare are gonna be the ones that we're starting this out with. One moment. All right. I don't have access to the cell phone this time, so whoop. You guys just saw that, right? You're just gonna ignore that? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on display. And we're also going to go ahead and turn off the light. Because what's the point of watching scary videos if there's lights on? That ain't how I roll. Hey babe, would you also mind turning on the fan to muffle some of my voice?
Possibly.
Yep.
Love you.
Love you too. Alright. So. First up, 10 scary videos you cannot ignore tonight. By your boy, King Frostmare. Let's do this.
Hello guys, tonight you check out scary videos featuring a ghost child on the streets and a grim apparition behind a young girl. Let's buckle up and stay frosty. And please leave a frosty like for me if you can. The following recordings stem from May 2020 and they were captured by a young man who was out on the streets with his friends. The quarantine was just loosened a bit and they were happy to spend some time together. However, something terrifying was about to unfold. One of the guys sees an eerie figure in the distance and he swears that it was talking to them. And it's especially weird because it was already pretty late and they did not notice anybody else around at the time. Let's take a look.
No, that's like a young person.
I mean, after all, it is quarantine. Like,
We're getting the out of here right now. I'm dead serious. This is freaking me the out. Man's right in front of my. Dude, I'm actually freaking out. Dude, I'm gonna. Dude, it gets more.
You know, they told you guys, don't watch that videotape. This is what happens when you watch the videotape.
dude, that thing looks like it's looking right at us like this.
That's what's meant to do.
Look at it.
What the? Every time I move closer, it looks more and more like a figurine. I did not see that when we passed. dude, okay. You know, yeah.
And then, according to the guys, this figure just vanished into thin air.
Nah, do that. Just
It reappeared again moments after, but this was where the recording ended. So let's think about this for a second. This apparition looks like a little boy, but what would a boy do there alone at night? If this isn't just a fun skit played out by the man, what did they come across here? It certainly mimics the voice of a child. Listen closely.
young person.
I mean, after all, it is quarantine. Like,
Terrifying, isn't it?
I mean, like, is there any like research about the any ghost children or any children that died at that school recently? Because there's not really a whole lot to go on because you don't see that thing move. That could just simply been put there in post editing. There really wasn't much to go on with that, so I'm gonna call fake for now.
Now we want to follow Russian paranormal investigator and adventurer Tim Morozov, who I follow for quite some time. He always travels to abandoned buildings, which is said to be housing some mysterious happenings, and that paranormal events have been taking place there. Tonight he received the keys to a special place that apparently was haunted by a really malevolent spirit. As usual, he gives us an intro about what's gonna happen before preparing the house with his cameras. But pretty early on, something caught his attention.
Вот там еще и вторая банка, и я не знаю, может ли еще раз упасть на камеру, когда я пришел в самом начале, распахнул.
I think I reacted to this on my last Saturday Night Scare. I don't know if this is the same guy or not.
Дверь, она каким-то образом закрылась, что не может быть. Либо
No,
на
this is
самом деле
different.
есть эта атмосферность.
What's really interesting is that Tim believes to have seen a weird shape in one of the mirrors, and he takes it as a sign that the spirit actually wants to contact him through this mirror. So the best thing to do is to take it down and shift the focus towards this object.
Это намек был, как я понимаю, на то, что я могу тебя увидеть в зеркале.
Mirrors are said to be portals to the other dimension, so Tim starts to take pictures with his instant camera to see if anything would appear on them.
Oh, okay.
After reviewing the images, he notices some really strange white lines on both pictures, and he states that it is pretty unusual, and that it is very unlikely that it's the camera's fault. Maybe a sign of paranormal energy that was around. He then takes the mirror downstairs, where he heard a lot of noises before. heavy object is dropping down from the upper floor. And it glances him. Of course, there was nothing to be found upstairs, and after searching every room, he grabs his equipment once more for some final pictures. And it is then when the spirit responsible for all this mischief might be able to show itself. A creepy male face appears in the last photo that Tim takes at this location, and people suspect that it is the spirit which is bound to this place. Truly a terrifying one. What do you think? Could these incidents all be explained?
There's a lot going on with that, and it seems like it's too elaborate to make up. Yeah, people would go the distance, that kind of distance to fake videos like this, but there are a lot of times where he seems genuinely frightened, so while I can't say 100% for sure, I'm leaning towards real on this one.
And easily? Or is it an actual haunting that takes place here? The following video was sent in by Roberto, and apparently it was recorded by a young man who recently moved into a new house with a roommate. It was found in the paranormal section of Reddit, and people were quite freaked out, assuming it's not a fake clip straight from the start, of course. It is said that the man woke up to really strange noises in his kitchen, which was located on the ground floor, and of course the man had absolutely no clue at the time what went down there. But he had experienced some really odd encounters in the past, though nothing too crazy that would cause him to be afraid of his own place. When he pulled his cell phone to capture the following events, he came across something that he could not explain and that caused him to have nightmares for many nights to come. Let's take a look.
Es una rata, boludo. Una botella, boludo. Que fue una rata, boludo. Ay, la concha.
What the?
I hope you had heard that too. There was a spine-tingling scream stemming from the kitchen, besides cutlery and plates that were being moved around. And the two men were pretty afraid now. Maybe they were even dealing with an intruder here. It turned out that it was something way more sinister.
Oh, it's another guy. Why is he dressed in all white like that? I thought that was a ghost. I thought that was an apparition. Got scared of an actual guy. come on, that actual guy that's with the cameraman scared me more than that did.
A terrifying face is peeking around the corner from
Not
a
really
very
a
low
whole
angle,
lot of-
which is pretty freaky in
Alright, well,
itself.
I'll go off on that.
What was going on that night? Was it a spirit
Ugh,
that
I'm
is
so
attached to
tired.
this new place, or just another person? It's really hard to say in my opinion. What do you guys think?
It's another one of those, I'm on the fence but leaning towards fake. Because we don't actually see anything in the kitchen move.
Katrina was capturing some images for her Instagram profile at her parents' place one evening. She was alone and not thinking that
And let's be honest, when an actual human being can scare me more than the apparition that's being shown. Come on guys, more effort than that.
anything strange could unfold. Yet, there appeared a really unsettling object behind her after taking several images. Let's take a look.
Okay, that one's creepy.
What do you think about these pictures? People say that it looks like a grim head, which is peeking into the frame. Others say it's just the handbag that fell down. But why can we see it only in a couple of pictures? Well, this is another mystery that appears to stay unsolved.
Yeah, there's not enough to go on with there's not really a whole lot to go off on with that picture, so I'm just gonna kinda keep it 50-50 for now.
This video was posted by a user called Morgan, who shared the following recording in the Reddit paranormal section. It revolves around creepy sightings at night, which take place in Morgan's family home. The poster simply states, "For the past 3 nights I have been seeing eyes when I go into my room. We haven't had an animal in the house since my dog Kenny died." So, are we about to come across an animal from the spirit world, you might wonder? Let's see. Certainly a pair of glowing eyes that is staring at Morgan here, and slowly moving upwards, as if the creature is adjusting from a lying position. It definitely reminds you of a dog, but if Morgan says the truth, and no living animal was at the house that night, what else could have been responsible? Was it a paranormal incident, or just a regular pet? We will never be able to say for sure, I suppose.
This one's interesting. Back when I was 20 or 21, this is bringing back a tear-jerking memory for me. But back in my really, really early 20s, I had this cat who was a huge member of the family. We loved him to death. And he unfortunately passed away due to a condition called water on the brain. His brain was, practically drowning on itself. There's no known cure for that, at least not back then. So we just had the vets put him down because we didn't want him to suffer. It really hit me hard. It hit me really hard. And the weirdest part about it is that even after he died, I could still feel, you know, his presence. I could still feel that he was there trying to comfort me. He used to do this thing with me every night where he would climb up on my bed, lie down on my chest, and fall asleep. And never had a problem with him doing that. It actually gave me some comfort to sleep at night. So, you know, that's what I felt. I felt that he was still doing that even after he died. He kept doing that until I was finally able to just move on from him. When I was finally at peace with what had happened, he stopped coming. Is that a coincidence, or is that just fate? Who knows? It just felt genuine. So, you know, who's to say this dog's not doing the same thing? So just going on my own personal experiences and the similarities of the two instances here, I gotta say this. I'm leaning this one in the real category.
Grace is a young charismatic girl who likes to post silly videos on her profile. Once in a while she likes to share life advice and other stories that she deems shareable. But there's one video that stands out from all the other ones. She was out one night after work and she came across something that she simply describes as terrifying.
Please do not be walking alone at night. I live in a very small and almost rural town, and that's why I just assumed that it was going to be fine, which obviously I was wrong. I pulled into this open space. There were no cars. I just wanted to sit under my favorite tree. And on my way back to my car, I saw this cloaked white figure walking towards me diagonally, and I work at a restaurant which is rumored to be haunted, and I do believe that it's haunted.
Unfortunately, she didn't get a good shot of that apparition, and it is more about what we hear than see in this recording.
I'm currently having a little bit of a mental, moment. I was driving home from work. It's ah! Oh my god! 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 Oh my Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! There was. Oh my god! That was not normal. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It is believed that a spirit is telling her not to be afraid, and that everything is gonna be okay. Could it be so?
I clearly hear it. It's a little bit of a whisper. I only watched this video one time through fully until I've been seeing these comments coming through. Here it is.
So, maybe this was just a bad coincidence, and Grace walked into something that wasn't planning on scaring her really. Mysterious, isn't it? And a little bit curious.
There's not... Again, it's one of those, there's not a whole lot to go on, just a small little EVP and her eyewitness testimony. She didn't even get the figure on camera, so I can't say for sure. On the fence, slightly leaning towards fake.
Now we will take a look at the security footage from Tehran Abdallah, who realized that at his workplace there seemed to be really mysterious events going on at night. Today he might even have recorded proof that it was being caused by paranormal forces. The user states, "Full cans of beer were found all over the floor one morning at the brewery where I work. None were exploded or otherwise damaged. After checking the footage, a cooler door was captured swinging open and the cans are seen rolling across the floor at nearly 3 a.m. Thoughts?
Yeah, here's my thought. What the hell is this thing? It looks like two bar stools standing on top of each other.
What do you guys think? Are we looking at some
But why would someone just put it there like that?
paranormal activity here?
Leaning towards real on that, because you know they don't really kind of overhype it or play anything into it. I didn't see strings, so you know it's possible. It is possible something is happening there.
This is a video from user Panic World Chief Baylor, and he captured it one night when driving through the streets of a town in South America. What's special about it? Apparently this town is home to the ghost of a terrifying woman that can be seen there at night once in a while. Urban legends even go so far to say that it could be La Llorona. The man was on his way home one early morning when he noticed some weeping noises, which appear to be stemming from the streets. He grabs his phone and starts filming, but nobody seemed to be out on the streets that late but him. So that's really odd.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Vengo en Ecatepec, son las 4 de la mañana y estamos, bueno, voy llegando 4 de la mañana y me puse a grabar porque escuché, me parece que a La Llorona. Entonces me voy a ir en pura primera para ver si ustedes, si se vuelve a repetir el sonido, se lo alcanzan a escuchar. Vámonos, despacio. Hay que tener mucho cuidado también a estas horas porque son barrios muy peligrosos. Estoy en Ecatepec, en la zona de Jalostó, y son barrios muy peligrosos y luego anda la rata. Aparte de que está bien fea la calle. Todas las calles están así. ¡Oye! ¿Lo escucharon? Todas las calles están así. ¡Oye! ¿Lo escucharon? Todas las calles están así. ¡Oye! ¿Lo escucharon?
Could you hear that? It clearly sounds like a woman. Please excuse the poor subtitles created by Google. At least it helps us to kinda understand what he's saying. Now let's see what happens next.
Y de hecho aquí al fondo, miren, en esta calle donde voy a dar la vuelta, allá al fondo, hasta el fondo es donde está el gran canal de desagüe, donde grabé la última vez. Así es que voy a... Aquí me tengo que dar vuelta porque de aquel lado no hay paso. Mierda, otra vez se escuchó.
Whoa.
And there were the screams again. Now this time they were closer though, but it gets even more terrifying.
Serio que vengo manejando y ya me están empezando como a temblar las piernas. Voy a ir hacia el canal a ver si... Espero no toparme con nada. Ay, espero que haya paso, no sé si va a haber paso. Pero voy a ir para allá a ver qué pasa.
After driving for another couple of minutes, he passes by some train tracks, which were located close to the sewers. And this is where he gets a glimpse of what might be causing these noises.
Ay, Dios. ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí? Ahí están las vías del tren. A ver si hay paso. No seas cabrón.
I saw her. Yep, right there.
No seas cabrón.
It's hard to say what exactly he saw there in the distance, but he got afraid and tried to leave the area as fast as possible. which is when he got an even better glimpse of this thing.
Allá alcanzo a ver algo, güey, como una persona. Del lado derecho. Ah, mierda, no puedo pasar rápido. Adiós. Aquí está uno. ¡Puta madre! A la izquierda vieron un perro. ¡Oh, Dios! ¡Corre, corre, corre! Ya se quedaron. ¡Oh, Dios! No sé si alcanzan a ver en el retrovisor. Algo venía ahí atrás de mí, ¿eh? Adiós. Aquí está uno. ¡Puta madre!
There is a black shadow, seemingly looking at his car. Was it the thing that was screaming that night? He was so afraid that he bolted down the street and felt that it was following him. What a terrifying encounter, right?
No sé si alcanzan a ver en el retrovisor. Algo venía ahí atrás de mí, ¿eh?
Megan Noel, Frank B., Steve Mc...
Those screams, the apparitions, I'm gonna say real on that one, because those are, well, not impossible to fake, still very hard. And the guy's reaction to seeing that shadow pretty much sold it for me.
Mayhem, Creepy Raven, Daniel Kronger, Kaidai, Masked Doll, Pori Marjam, Josef Maurer, Shay Hitchcock, Tamika Lockley, Lord Fatal, Kath Orange. In the following recordings, we take a look at the case of user Joshua Luck, who started this whole series not too long ago on his profile. It appears to be a classic case of an old apartment that seems to inherit some demons from the past. The young man is living here now and says that it's really hard for him to close his eyes, since stuff is being moved around constantly. He shares the footage with his viewers and asks them for help and suggestions. This is the first recording he could come up with after the move. Let's take a look.
Buenos amigos, bajé porque empezamos a escuchar ruidos y vine a dar una vuelta. Tenía miedo de que estuvieran abriendo la tienda o algo así, pero no. Vean, no hay nada.
He was filming in the pantry area due to odd noises that he couldn't really trace down, and this is when the chair seems to move on its own. Wild. He comes up with a solution that many people refer to in a case like that: home surveillance. So he mounts a camera in his living room, which oversees the area that shows most of the activity, and this night he shows his findings to his audience.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was gonna call fake on this one because when he's walking past the chair, we don't see what's behind him. So it's very easy that he could have just reached his non-camera holding hand just a little bit behind him and moved the chair over and then jerk the camera around to catch it. But after seeing this, yeah, this guy seems really haunted. Okay.
As you can see, several items on the table are being moved around, even thrown to the floor, and both chairs are being tampered with. Very odd, to say the least. Things then slowly start to take a really creepy turn. You try to rid of this thing with prayers and several cleansings that his viewers actually suggested to him. Most of the time this is good advice, if done right, and can help to detach any negative force from your place. But this is not always the case, as you will see in a minute. Joshua wakes up the following night after dozing off with his girlfriend, and loud noises from his door should only be the scary beginning this night.
¿Se está escuchando algo en el closet?
Oh,
Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Quieres algo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No inventes, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué se abrió? Se abrió. Espérate, cálmate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Te podemos ayudar? ¿Necesitas algo? Dinos. ¡Sí, se asomó alguien! Alúzame. Espera. Espérate, alúzame. No hay nada, mira, no hay nada. No sé. ¿Sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué? Vámonos con los niños, yo creo, mira. Aquí no hay nada.
A weird black object can be seen behind the right door, leaning in. Was it perhaps responsible for opening the closet door? Shortly after, we get a better look at that thing.
Yeah, I reacted to this on my Saturday night scares, and I remember leaning towards real, but the other clips that came before this, they didn't
Several
show,
people say
so.
that they can notice the grim face of an elderly person peeking out of the drawer, and I have to admit, it would almost appear that way. Maybe it's a demonic force, strange encounters, even outside of his property.
Pueden ver, son las 2:52 de la madrugada. Otra vez los perros ladri. Nunca me había parado, pero ahora sí me voy a asomar. A ver si puedo detectar por qué están ladri. Como no hay velador, dejan a los perros ahí sueltos. Se ve todo muy tranquilo, la verdad. No se ve nada anormal. Se asomó alguien. Se está asomando alguien en la escuela. Se asomó alguien en la escuela, mija. Mira, otra vez se asomó alguien. Párate para que veas que no estoy
Ooh, okay.
Besides the dogs barking outside, there's another dark shadow apparition that once more is leaning in from the right, but this time from a neighboring house, which Joshua says is abandoned for the longest time. If this is related, nobody can say, but waking up that early in the morning and seeing that, besides some apparent problems with the streetlights, would probably freak out most people. Let's keep an eye on that case. Thanks for watching. Hello guys, tonight
Number
Alright, now before we go to the other King Frostner video, I just want to say, remember I said I might do only 3 videos tonight, so I don't want to do a repeat with so little videos. If I feel up to it after this top 15s and the Nukes top 5 video, then we'll go back to it. But for now, we're just going to skip it. But before I start this next video, I need a bathroom break. I will be right back. All right, before we continue, I want to.
Number 15.
Hey. I want to see if anyone's commented. Nope. No comments yet. That's okay. We continue right along.
Number 15. Prowler. When this unknown individual dressed in black clothing snuck around back to try and enter in this home, the homeowner was watching. Published to YouTube by CBS Miami in January of 2019, this attempted home entry was caught on a Ring camera in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The video shows the would-be burglar trying the handle on the back door. After he struggles with it, he walks towards the window, but that's when a voice from above gives him a jolt. Watching on surveillance, the homeowner says hello to the prowler and asks what he is doing.
Hello? What the you doing? Gotta hear you, clown.
But he doesn't stick around to answer. He hurries off and jumps the fence. Hopefully this was a lesson learned to not try this again. Number 14. The Flaming Tornado. Filmed in Canada, this footage has some wondering if this is real. Posted by TikToker Flamecatcher2 in short, it is very real but super rare. Popular Mechanics explains that they are produced by heat plumes stretching miles into the atmosphere and colliding. Only a few anomalies have been recorded prior to this eerie clip. In fact, over the last several years, there have been a number of sightings both in 2018 and 2019. As they become more prominent, scholarly papers investigate how they are formed. This is but one case of it being caught on video, and has some TikTokers thinking this is the most terrifying thing ever. Master Sloth Gaming asks, has anyone tried turning the world off and back on again? Now that's a valid question. Number 13.
What the hell was that? Holy crap.
Gremlin. That thing you see out of the corner of your eye shouldn't be trusted. Posted by FingerLongJumping804 to the Ghosts subreddit. This looks more like a gremlin than a spirit. The video shows a man just trying to go about his day, taking out the trash. But as he opens the door, this strange small shadow leaps into view and quickly disappears out of the...
Alright, I already have a problem with this video. Why is this guy recording himself taking out the garbage? I mean, has this happened prior and they just want to get a video of it? But how would they know that it happened prior if they don't know the thing is there? I'm already smelling BS on this video just because of the fact that he's recording himself taking out the garbage.
The frame.
I mean, did he really think that would be just thrilling stuff to show his friends? Well, coincidentally, it ended up being that. What are the chances?
The guy doesn't appear to see the figure in reality as he opens the door. Redditor Joey Josie suggests that someone just threw a piece of clothing across the room. Others think it's a gremlin. Some who've slowed the clip down note that the figure appears transparent, but perhaps the best theory comes from Pantless Weekends, who writes, trash bag was taken out, but its soul remained in the house. Better kick that to the curb too, before it stays for good. Number 12. Gongoy.
Yeah, fake.
If you encounter a child spirit, be wary. Posted to Facebook by the most haunted places in Pakistan in August of 2019.
Did she miss out on her true calling of being a pogo stick? Gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey babe, can I get you the setup to come see this real quick?
here.
Alright, here, let me turn the screen a little bit. Just watch. It's this ghost
Gongoy. If you encounter a child spirit, be wary. Posted to Facebook by the most haunted places in Pakistan in August of 2019.
Oh my.
What in the world?
Gongoy. If you encounter a child spirit, be wary. Posted to Facebook by the most haunted places in Pakistan in August of 2019. This video is actually based in Thailand and surrounds the mythological spirit of Gongoy. The dark-haired sprite is said to be humanoid and child-sized. She hops around on
And it's also a pogo stick, apparently.
one leg and screams out Gongoy, which is the source of her name. This video purportedly shows that creature at the edge of a Thai field in the darkness of night. You at first see the figure's dark hair as it's still and hunched over near the grass, but then it appears to become alert to the presence of others nearby as it stands up and starts hopping away on its single leg. If you're watching this video after 10 p.m., your nightmares will probably be populated by
What nightmare? This is hilarious. You might as well throw Bugs Bunny in there with a wig and like boing boing boing.
by strange Dali-esque creatures like these. Hopefully they're not running towards you. Number 11, Midnight Snack. Hungry
Trust me, I will not be having nightmares about that tonight.
for a midnight snack? This video will get you over your nighttime hunger. Published to YouTube in August of 2020, Paranormal Nightmares explains, my husband got up to
Alright.
the guy eventually.
I've already reacted to this on a couple other times, so I'm just gonna move on from it. Apparently, they'll just put it this way: this ghost just does not want people to eat their cereal.
Actually got his cereal because, you know, priorities. Number 10, in the dark. All that's hidden in the shadows may surprise you. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, Rob Impulse writes, newest
Hey, look, this guy's a Mr. Beast fan.
Sidemen Sunday video. It looks like they don't notice this person standing up leaning against the wall. What person is he talking about?
I don't want to do this. I don't want to.
Rob explains that the video only shows the 7 sidemen in orange jumpers, but around 30 minutes into the video, this guy appears hidden in the dark. Redditor Mitch's Microwave asks if it could be a bodyguard or a cameraman, but Rob says the crew weren't wearing orange jumpers, only the sidemen were. So who is this, and why is he hiding here? I think this one might actually be paranormal.
Huh. Given that they're at an abandoned prison. Wait, hold on, I need to... I hope I turned the display back on. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Number 9, don't meet.
Alright, anyway, given that they're at an abandoned prison, doing a paranormal investigation like that, I'm willing to believe that that's real. It's certainly creepy enough, that's for sure. But then again, it could just be a leftover jumpsuit hanging from a coat hanger or something like that. You just never know. Alright.
To intrude. This Redditor was seeing shadows moving from room to room throughout his home. He wanted to capture the phenomenon on video, so he set up a security camera. This is what he found. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by GusBR89. The Redditor asks fellow Redditors to explain the following 2 surveillance videos. The first video shows a strange light anomaly coupled with a shadow distortion. The second video is taken that same evening and shows an orb float across the screen. Most assume the orb is dust, but others are curious about the shadow disturbing the first video. Redditor Cloudette says it looks like an intruder, while Yetin admits it certainly looks like something, Though no Redditor really has a clear answer as to what this exactly is, the Redditor says this is not the only paranormal experience he's had in the place. He's heard footsteps, a child's laughter, and even has a witness to one of these shadows passing directly in front of them. While all of this is upsetting, many are more afraid of the doll, and nevertheless this video appears to convincingly show something
Many are afraid of the doll.
paranormal. Number 8.
I'm thinking that one's real. It has a good setup to it, and if it was an intruder, I think we'd be able to see some discerning features to it. So yeah, I'm going to believe that it's real. All right,
Mary in the Forest. If you don't believe in witches, history tells us that at some point many did, and innocent people had their lives taken because of it. Published to YouTube in August of 2020, Exploring with Danny writes, the trials of the Pendle witches in 1612 are among the most famous witch trials in English history, and some of the best recorded of the 17th century. The 12 accused lived in the area surrounding Pendle Hill in Lancashire, and were charged. Danny explores this historical area in the darkness of night, going through the flooded grounds of the forest, alongside old stone fences, above and beyond the history. The forest is spooky in and of itself. Not only do animals regularly wail while Danny enters the forest, but the remoteness, the wind and rain, and the strange and random items he comes across makes for an even spookier encounter. He first comes across a bathtub filled with dirt and a red liquid. Still, he enters deeper in the forest, only to say Bloody Mary 3 times into a mirror posted up on a tree.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
And look who appears behind him in the mirror. Once Danny sees Mary, he starts to wander in the forest, looking for her. Whatever this is chases Danny out of the forest. When he at last arrives to his car, you think he's finally safe. Think again. If this doesn't make you fear ever going to this location, what will? Number 7.
That's just dumb. You know, when you're going into a haunted forest, known for paranormal activity, and you see a randomly placed mirror tied to a tree, the last thing you should do is play Bloody Mary. You're just asking to be cursed when you do that.
Asylum 49. If you had a chance to visit a haunted hospital, would you? YouTubers Ogden Paranormal became this haunted hospital's reluctant patients when they stepped into Asylum 49. Published to YouTube in September of 2019, Ogden Paranormal wrote, the old 2L Hospital is one of the most haunted places in Utah, if not the most haunted. This location was made famous by the Ghost Adventures crew, who have now visited twice due to the incredible evidence they captured the first go-around. Ogden has investigated this place several times, and this time they returned to investigate who or what scared them out of the place years prior. A little background on the old 2L Hospital. As one of Utah's major paranormal sites, the underfunded hospital was without a morgue, leaving the passed away stacked and waiting for their paperwork. Patients have stuck around the place, showing themselves even to those retired folk who resided in and what remained of the building. It's said that sightings of ghost children often precede someone's passing. Others believe that child ghosts are actually demons, and they aren't the only spirits that appear there. A nurse in white roams the hallways, a man dressed in black appears at 3 a.m., and a little girl has been known to appear and then vanish. So who did Ogden Paranormal encounter during their investigation? Let's see firsthand. Granted, this asylum has been turned into a haunted house, so much of the creepiness you see in the video is set up to appear that way, but other things can't really be explained. About 4 minutes in, they head into the nursery, where a creepy old lady statue is posed. They are alone back here, or so they think. Look at the window to the left. Something passes beyond, creating a shadow figure in the frame. It moves out of frame once they come nearer the old lady. Later on, 2 of the crew see a figure down one hallway. As they're slowly making their way down the hallway, a giggle is heard in one of the rooms. The room is empty apart from some freaky mannequins.
Where you at, Wes?
Later, while all gathered in a conference room, they hear footsteps.
What's that?
Have you not moved?
No.
You guys heard those footsteps over here, right?
Yeah,
I thought that was you, man.
During their ghost box session, spirits are responding with frequency. One tells them good luck repeatedly. And one of the spirits brings up Skittles, which had been part of the conversation on a previous visit to the asylum. Little anomalies and disembodied breathing are also heard throughout the investigation. Makes you wonder, are there spirits here? Or are these mannequins about to come to life? Number 6.
Interesting segment to end that on. You know, I'm gonna say real on that one because, you know, I'm a Utah native, so I know that there's a lot of haunted locations here in Utah, so it would not surprise me, you know, that being a haunted place there.
Under the bed.
Plus, on top of that, if I ever do get to do a paranormal investigation, I now have somewhere I can go.
Some folks are good narrators, getting carried away by their own storytelling. This one should have noticed how true her story was. This video was originally posted to TikTok by Briar May. In the video, Briar is telling a creepy story while sitting on her bed, as she describes how her stepsister used to wait under her bed and grab her ankles. The camera pans back to capture her bedroom door slamming closed at the most inopportune moment, heightening the fear of the horror story. But don't
I see it under the bed.
be distracted by the sound. Look under the bed. Her room is not empty after all. Is that Briar's stepsister? Or are her ankles about to be grabbed by the true blue monster under the bed? This is a horror story come to life. I just hope everybody was alright. Number 5.
I'm gonna call fake on that one because everything that happened, while certainly creepy, can be easily replicated and staged.
Mannequin head. On occasion, don't believe what you see. Sometimes your eyes really can deceive you. TikToker Rebecca explains that a previous video that appeared to show a child at the window in this haunted mansion was actually just a prop. TikTokers urged Rebecca to call the authorities, saying it looked like this individual was being held captive. But when Rebecca zooms in on the window in question, the head is clearly that of a mannequin. Some still find the catch extremely jarring. Kat writes, "You zoomed in and my heart just stopped." Some thank Rebecca for giving viewers closure, while others say it's even scarier knowing it's a mannequin. Real or not, whoever placed this thing here has a dark sense of humor. Number 4. Secret rooms. Secret rooms are usually viewed as whimsical, but they can also be terrifying. Tati explains that her brother's room had always had a gross smell in it, so the family brought a guy in to check it out. What he found is straight out of the movie Saw. 2 hidden rooms were discovered through the wall of a storage room on the side of their house. 2 rooms that they didn't even know existed. The rooms were linked to her brother's closet. Once they removed the shelves in the closet, they found a loose wall, opened it with a hanger, and discovered this mini door behind it. They opened it to find the 2 rooms. The rooms are quite spacious. Tati claims the floors were covered with dirt and grime and had been soaked in bleach by the guy. What did the previous homeowners have to hide away in these hidden rooms? We'll never know, and maybe we don't want to. Number 3, ritual home. An abandoned home with a tragic past turned into ritual grounds for secret groups? Sounds like a recipe for disaster. Published to YouTube by Steve Ronan in September of 2020. This paranormal investigation looks inside the Devil's Home, as it's so called, According to Ronan, this millionaire's mansion was built in the 90s, but the family who was to live here passed away before it was finished. First off, although it's an abandoned mansion, the power is still on. While wandering the house, they hear disembodied voices, but it's this pentagram in one of the rooms that gives them pause.
Is that a REM pod?
They place an REM pod in the middle and it goes wild. Is something nefarious at home here? It certainly seems so. Number 2, ghost in the window.
A place that has that kind of a reputation, I'm willing to believe that it's haunted.
You may think you're alone, but are you really? Posted to TikTok by Tayasha, this one is bound to give you the heebie-jeebies. On what looks to be a stormy night, the TikToker is walking around an abandoned building when she spots this in the window. The dark-haired figure appears ghoulish, staring out at the passerby. What do you think this mystery figure wants, and who is it waiting for? This has either gotta be the paranormal or a very elaborate hoax. There's simply no in-between. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 out. Number 1, ghost ship spirit. When you investigate haunted places, expect to be followed home. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, So That's Scary claims a spirit from a ghost ship followed them home. Originally published to YouTube by STK Paranormal in September of 2020, the YouTuber explains, there is a lot of strange things happening outside, which we really do think is directly related to a spirit named George that followed us home from an investigation. So what happened? Robert explains in the video that ever since the team investigated the USS Edson, they've been encountering the spirit of George. The security footage shows a shadow appearing to knock on their door. According to Robert, they heard 3 knocks inside as this occurred. The spirit threw rocks, appeared as orbs in their photos, and spoke to them via EVP. This is when they set up security cameras and caught this on video. George shows up in the form of bright orbs, invariably a black shadow orb, which seemingly causes the chair to move. Next, the kickstand on the bike goes up of its own accord. The spirit is wild, but perhaps he just wants to be friends. On the other hand, he's throwing rocks. Who knows what he wants? Thanks for checking out this video.
Yeah, that's a good question. What does he really want? Alright. Nope. Still no comments. I know it's weird for me to keep checking for comments and all that, but, you know, I feel that, you know, if you guys take the time to, you know, talk to me, I should take the time to check to see if you have spoken and answer back. Alright, next is 5 ghost videos that are scary as fudge. Now, I have a problem with that title because fudge is not scary. Fudge is delicious. Fudge is life. Fudge is bae. How dare you imply that fudge can have a fear factor to it, other than diabetes?
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The unhappiest place on earth. Popular Japanese YouTube channel Fourth Wall claims that they have been sent video footage of a family visiting Tokyo Disneyland. Since there are very strict privacy laws in Japan, the footage has been blurred to protect identities. Now, allegedly the family's daughter is too scared to ever return to the Disney park after this incident. This is the footage. Did you see it? The anonymous video recorder is walking on the second floor of what appears to be the Disneyland Hotel lobby. They pan to the right and what appears to be the pale, translucent figure of a little girl can be seen right in front of them.
That's creepy.
But they don't see it. They didn't even discover the figure until after their trip while they were looking through their footage. So is it a ghost caught on camera? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
What kind of a family who goes on vacation like that would fake a video like that. And a lot of times when someone does try to fake a video, they try to draw more attention to what the subject in question is. So I'm in the middle, leaning towards real.
The Distillery Walker. Robin Skirvin is a security officer at the Jim Beam Distillery in Claremont, Kentucky. One night while he's at work, he notices something very odd on the building's CCTV camera.
We believe we have caught a ghost on camera. Let's see, hang on, it's gonna pull up here in just a second. Okay, there it is right there. Watch. It goes.
Well, that's not to mention the orbs that appeared right before he showed up.
All the way across the camera. Now that you know where it's at, I'll pull out a little bit and just watch this thing. It goes all the way across. And there's not a light because there is no light back there behind. You can see up on the hill back there, there's no light there. There's nobody over here. But it's still going across the camera. You can't see it as much now, but it's there.
Now, I would usually say that a light or speck caught on camera is most likely either a piece of dust, a bug crawling across the lens, or even a raindrop. But this particular figure appears to actually be walking across the empty parking lot. It even seems to pass behind the building's support posts. Even stranger, it appears to be radiating an eerie light. So could this be a real ghost caught on CCTV? Let me know what you think. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop.
I'm leaning towards real on that one.
5@gmail.com. Behind the Glass. Popular paranormal investigator Ricky Velasquez is live streaming an overnight investigation at an abandoned hospital in Mexico. Now, to protect the historical property, he chooses not to reveal the hospital's location, but only says that there are many dark stories and tales of paranormal activity surrounding the old abandoned hospital. Ricky Velasquez begins his exploration with 2 other ghost hunters, but eventually they decide to go, leaving Ricky all alone in the creepy old hospital. Before long, he begins to hear strange sounds coming from somewhere inside the building.
5 minutos de ahí. No más te pases.
The terrifying wail of a woman can be heard echoing through the hospital halls. Ricky is all alone and more than a little freaked out, so he is hiding in one of the hospital rooms. He wants to leave, but at the urging of his livestream audience, he decides to stick around just a bit longer. It did not go well. From his hiding spot in the hospital room, he explains what he's hearing and experiencing. But then things get truly chilling.
Es extraño. Voces. Como si algo se acercara aquí adentro, como si...
Yeah, I would be gone.
Did you see it? In the circular window on the left door, a small pale hand can be seen pressing against the window before quickly disappearing. Ricky is shocked to his core. He gets up and quickly rushes over to the door to look behind it, but nothing there. That's when he decides to just leave the hospital and end the live stream. So do you think Ricky caught one of the hospital spirits live on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Woodchester Mansion. The Woodchester Mansion in Gloucestershire, England has a dark and mysterious history. The building was constructed over 150 years ago, but one day the construction suddenly stopped. For unknown reasons, workers at the mansion just dropped their tools, refused to continue working, and left, never to return. Rumors began to circulate about the reason for the workers' sudden departure. The creepiest of these rumors says that a murder took place inside the mansion, and that soon after the site was plagued by violent paranormal activity. It is said that one day after some unknown, very disturbing paranormal event, the workers fled in terror, even leaving their tools behind. To this day, over 150 years later, the workers' 19th century tools can be found scattered around Woodchester Mansion. Since then, many visitors to Woodchester Mansion have had terrifying paranormal experiences of their own. Ghost hunter Mark Pritchard and a small group of investigators explored the mysterious Woodchester Mansion in the middle of the night. They don't know it yet, but their investigation is about to take a terrifying turn.
Oh yeah, definitely. What you getting?
Yeah?
And it's not quiet either. It's alright. It's alright. Right. It's there. Whoa, wait. Wow. You've got a player. That narrowly missed you, didn't it? Oh, that came from up there. That was.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That's frightened me.
You right? Got that on camera. Got it falling on camera.
Sorry, falling.
Yeah. Right, hold on. Let's just have a minute.
I thought it was cool. What the? Yeah, you can see where there's the stones up on the top there, look. Just resting on them.
I don't know. That looks like
that.
The thing is, that's got to have come off. You see there, these stones are all along here.
Which means it must have been pushed off.
Yeah. Wow.
One of the group's investigators, Joanne, screams in terror as she is nearly hit by what appears to be a heavy piece of roof tile or a stone. Now, the group has no idea how it could have fallen since there's no wind, and as I mentioned, the piece is fairly heavy. The ghost hunters believe that the only way the chunk of material could have fallen is if it were pushed off the ceiling above them, or maybe even thrown by some unseen force. Now, I didn't spot anything, but some viewers claim to see bizarre shadows lurking in the rafters just above them. So take a close look for yourself and let me know what you see.
It's alright.
The night visit.
I saw one. It's gonna be like right up here.
It's alright.
Yeah, see, right here as the shadow up here. Yep, went away.
The night visitor. TikTok user Amanda Angelo is watching.
Now, just because I saw it doesn't necessarily mean that it makes it a paranormal entity or anything like that. Because as you see as you saw the shadow return, so maybe it was just that particular investigator moving his flashlight slowly and then quickly moving it back to investigate.
Watching YouTube very late at night in her bedroom that she shares with her sister Alexis. Alexis gets up to go to the bathroom, but when she returns, something is just not quite right.
Lexi? 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 Hey! Stop staring at me like that! Alexis! Yo, you're starting to freak me the f*** out! Mom! Mom! Lexi? Mom! She's just standing here staring at me.
Max. Hey. Come on, go lay down.
Now, of course, the simple explanation for Alexis' unnerving behavior is likely that she was simply sleepwalking. However, many TikTok viewers believe that she might have actually been possessed by a ghost or demon, especially since Amanda claims that the event happened at 3 a.m., which is said to be the hour when supernatural beings are the most powerful. Either way, it's worth mentioning that I believe that this video is 100% real.
I do too. She never blinks. I don't care who you are. No human being can stand there for a full minute and not blink.
Well, let me clarify that. I believe that Alexis is definitely sleepwalking. Not necessarily that she's possessed. But if you watch closely, Alexis doesn't blink a single time in this entire video, even though a bright flashlight is shining right into her face. In fact, Alexis keeps her eyes open for so long that they actually begin to tear up. So, what would you do if one of your family members suddenly walked into your bedroom at 3 a.m. and just started staring at you? Paranormal or not, this video is downright creepy. The Passenger. Reddit user RBFS, that's short for Reddit Bans Free Speak, recently posted a very creepy video to the R-Ghost subreddit. He says that he had to be picked up by an ambulance after suffering an eye injury. He pulls out his phone to film himself as they load him into the ambulance. And this is where things get truly bizarre. And this time, I ask, did you hear it? Right after the EMT loads him into the ambulance and shuts the door, a voice whispers, "It's fine, I'm ready." Reddit user RBFS says that he was completely alone in the ambulance. And playing devil's advocate, even if an EMT was in there with him, it would make absolutely no sense for the guy to creepily whisper this strange statement to him. What makes this video even more compelling is that RBFS has never posted a supernatural video of any kind before this. Most of his Reddit posts are about his hobby of playing airsoft, which, by the way, was the cause of this eye injury. So did RBFS catch an EVP of a previous ambulance passenger who just didn't quite make it to the hospital and maybe was making peace with the situation? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram at
Alright. I decided to go back and do that King Frostmare video.
Hello guys, tonight...
Nope. Wait. Is the stream really that far behind? It is, wow, holy crap. Alright. Alright, so scary videos we explored in 2020. Really?
And I want to share some videos that viewers have sent in, and that I have never seen before. And now, without further ado, let's buckle up and stay frosty. In this video we are following along Exploration Unknown, who ventured to an abandoned factory with one of his friends. I think his name is Tim, the one in the back, and they came across some really strange activity. And apparently this area is notorious for ghost stories, hauntings, and let's just hear what he tells us about it. I think this is the channel owner.
A few videos with told us about this place. He was not able to come with us. I'm here with my boy Tim from Breaking the Shell. Now Michael, who we've done a few videos with, told us about this place. He was not able to come with us. But this is an abandoned yacht factory. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys this place is massive. Now the whole story behind this is they built it near the river, and it's rumored that there was ancient Indian burial sites here. This place has been cursed. There's been numerous mysterious, crazy deaths that's happened here to the point where they abandoned the project before it's ever finished. So this place is supposed to be super haunted, super scary. It even says help behind me. I just saw a light, dude. I just saw a light up there at the top.
I don't know if I saw that. Can you guys see it?
Super scary. It even says help.
Okay, I saw that. I saw that light too.
I just saw a light up there at the top.
I don't know if I saw that. Can you guys see it?
What is that banging?
Oh, I saw the light.
I just saw a light, dude. I just saw a light up there at the top.
And there's a banging sound in the distance.
Is that fenced off? I can't tell. It looks like it's 2 levels over there.
I mean, this is a huge factory building.
I know, it sounds like somebody working.
Anything could hide up there, right? And I don't think anybody's working that late. Apparently there's a lot of noises coming from the 2nd floor here. The 1st floor. I think we're ground floor currently. That must be another person. That's good to know.
I can get out from right at the edge of that. What?
Sounds like something's coming this way.
Certainly sounds like somebody
closer,
banging metal towards another object or something. In my opinion.
Sounds like it's about that time.
Getting louder, I feel.
Oh, you're in water, dude.
Like somebody hammering?
Dude, get out from under here. I can't be in here.
Yeah. Okay. If it's an animal, we throw a rock up there, maybe it'll scatter.
I don't think this is an animal.
I know. There's got to be somebody in here with us.
What's that?
Somebody in here
There's
with
somebody
us.
behind the pole? Look at that. And
There's
they don't
gotta be
even
somebody
mention
in
it.
here with us.
So either they don't see it,
Yeah, I don't think they saw
or
it.
they want to make us believe that they don't see it. It's like a person in white shoes and a black robe on.
That's
Pretty
kind of
mysterious.
suspicious.
When you were looking at that.
You want to go? Oh, there's an elevator shaft over here. Let's go. That's what I thought. There's something right here.
I think the banging,
Gosh, man, this is freaking me out.
banging must be back. So I suppose whatever made it to the ground floor. What's that?
Freaking me out.
Thought I saw something. Oh, it's just the light, I suppose.
First time you
We're in.
Maybe time to go home, I agree.
Pretty sure someone's here. And
Never mess with a stranger.
I don't know what their intentions are, nor do I want to find out what their intentions are. Dude, that
And it's
comes
back.
over here.
Like a rock being thrown?
Get out of here!
Oh.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah. The same figure, maybe? But why didn't they see it before? I mean, it clearly made its presence known earlier. And why is it choosing now to make its presence
This video
even...
was recorded by...
And why did it choose that moment to make its presence even more known? Honestly, I think that one's set up.
a user called 808 Cooks, and it appears that they have a YouTube channel called Hawaiian Can Cook, and she gone by saying, "My daughters are all older and 2 of them were up with me, but they were in the living room. When I film, I ask them not to be in the kitchen. Lots of other things like cabinets opening, doors closing, and stuff is happening. And I have another video of a shadow-like person standing in our hallway." Let's look at that. Is she talking about that food? Look at that. You cannot really hear the talking. Look at that foot. She swears that nobody was there. And now he says she walks right through it. Now. And she does not see it apparently. Now what is pretty weird, look at that foot. Like, some of her viewers say that it does not look like a human foot. But I have to say the ankle is looking a little bit odd. Look at that folds. And as she's saying, there appears to be a shadow reflection in this pan. I can almost see the eyes already.
Because of
Let's
all
see.
the stuff that was happening, we had decided to set up cameras in or near the kitchen, especially, you know, where it was standing, and this is what we caught. I don't know if you can see that, but in the reflection of the crock pot, it looks like a head, maybe a body.
Check that out again. Can you see it?
It looks like
Can you see anything?
a head, maybe a body.
I mean, I see some shape-like figure for sure, but
Looks like an
I
alien.
don't see the movement per se. It's pretty eerie though. Alright guys, in this video we're following along Jeff Static's world, who has a YouTube channel in which he ventures to abandoned places and looks out for creepy things and potentially hauntings. And in this particular episode, he's going to an abandoned school where a lady in white appears to be roaming the premises. Let's see if he comes across anything.
I would actually hang a freaky white dress on the lamp.
Oh.
Dude. What the hell? Is someone here now or not?
There's an animal.
Where the heck was a song coming from actually?
That was creepy.
Dude, that's coming from the freaking second floor.
Is there some? Do you see
Coming
something?
from the freaking floor.
Shadow, like there.
Dude, that's coming from the
There's something
I
with
saw
there,
it
guys.
too. I think that was part of the spirit's robe right there.
Here.
Oh, there's just a bathroom here.
No, really?
Hello? What the hell? Oh, I thought I saw someone standing there.
The thing is, there could be anybody in an abandoned house, right? It could be a squatter, it could be a homeless person. You never know what
So
you're gonna
guys, we're
find.
now living on the second floor, where all the crazy noises came from. So I guess... Hello, is someone here now?
Probably not
I
gonna
just making a video here.
So, again, this could be
What the hell, my hands are shaking, man.
an animal.
So previous time, guys, the white dress was actually hanging here on the freaking door. I don't know if you remember that, but I'm pretty sure I freaking coached that. I have that on camera, guys. So if you want to see that part, check out the video of that I put in the description. And yeah, check it out yourself. You will see that the white dress was actually hanging on the freaking door. Yo. Hello?
Not sure if that is an animal at that point.
I think I'm remembering this video.
Is dying right now. Whew. No. Hello? Holy my battery is dying right now, Jit. I just put some new batteries in my freaking flashlight, now it's dying. Hello? I know I said hello for about multiple times, but if you are here, guys.
Did you hear that?
I'm pretty sure I freaking heard something right now.
Get that again.
About multiple times, but if you are here, guys. I'm pretty sure I freaking heard something right now. Oh shit, I'm gonna be happy that I'm done here, man, and shit. Oh, freaking holes in the ground.
I heard that too. It was like a weird sigh. It was like a long, drawn-out sigh.
Push
I
around.
can't run away. Yo. Yo. Alright guys, I literally freaking scared now and I'm on the second floor, but actually too much happened here right now. I don't know, there's no one. Probably an addict, but screw it, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, if I remember right, he didn't actually catch anything, so I just kind of rolled it as just an animal.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing,
Oh wait,
man.
never mind, there it is.
Oh, what the hell?
It was a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
I don't know what
that,
the heck
man.
I'm doing, man. Here. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, man.
Clearly a shadow figure.
Yeah, I guess I forgot about that part.
Still hanging here.
Of course, it's not gone.
Oh shit.
Another bang.
Holy.
Number 15.
All right. Okay, that was the fourth video, guys. Okay, so we go bop, 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 bop. Alright, well thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. It was crazy as always. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 100. I just reached 91 recently. Shout out to Noob, who is apparently my newest subscriber. Thank you for the sub. And, remember, also comment what your favorite moment was from this. Me getting scared by another actual person, that was my favorite part. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be either tomorrow or... Honestly, with me, who knows? Who knows anymore? Consistency is not my friend when it comes to my YouTube channel. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless.